This is awesome. Hey, Paranormal Triage here. I'm Brenda,
Hey, I'm Ryan.
and we have breaking news.
Welcome to the breaking news newsroom of the Paranormal Trash Studio in Northern California.
So we have been away for a minute. I know we popped on a little bit here and there, but the holidays were pretty busy. We had some personal stuff going on in our lives to straighten out a little bit, like we all do. And I have been really sick. So if I sound kind of pluggy, it's because I am.
Pluggy.
I am pluggy. I'm plugging the fact that I'm pluggy.
Well, I mean, you're feeling a little better today than you were yesterday, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'm on my way to recovery.
Cool. So, breaking news, we decided to come on and tell you that we're actually going to start making more content and doing stuff. And I guess we got sucked back into well, let's first start with the fact that we actually put a new video out.
Yeah, we did
But
finally.
you worked your butt off forever to get it going and put it out there. So
Yeah, so most of our investigations are requested by people that either want answers or they're just, like most investigators probably start out. It's not like we're special, but people that
No, we're
request for
special.
us to come, we don't go seek them out. They kind of seek us out. So we were invited to come down and investigate one of our local American Legions because they've been experiencing stuff for quite a while.
Mhm.
So that was a fun, interesting investigation. I think it's the first time we really caught real EVPs and not ITC. We've been kind of navigating through that and what devices we like to use. So yeah, so it's called I think it's called The Ghost of American Legion,
Mm-hmm.
and it is on our YouTube channel. You can go to our website and find that.
And as far as EVPs, I think that was the first time we actually got a true EVP. And then when we went to Tombstone, we got a couple others. So eventually we will get some of that Tombstone footage out and put together because those were a little bit better EVPs for sure.
Yeah, and they were, Tombstone was kind of interesting because that's the first time I've ever encountered a super negative entity, I guess, for lack of better words. Spirit, nothing that we've seen with our own eyes, but yeah, the first time that I've experienced some things that I don't normally either share or experience, really. So, so we're working on that.
Yeah, and shout out to Paul and Cindy from Paranormal 24/7 because we went out to Tombstone with them, and at some point we will finally get all of that content put together. So, but we're going to start sitting down at our desk here. Is this the newsroom desk?
And start over for the new year, 2026.
Yeah, we're only 26 days late into the new year to start.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's counting?
So what made us kind of get drawn back into this subject matter?
Well, so we did an investigation on Mount Shasta. You can also watch that video on our YouTube channel. And we didn't know this story was going to get that big. There were so many people and so many stories involved in that investigation. We didn't even scratch the surface. So there's a lot of topics that we want to share with you that we've currently found out about that when we were researching our stuff then, which it's been about a year ago.
Yeah, just about maybe a little less.
Somehow we didn't come across this new information, but that's the mystery of Mount Shasta. When it's maddening. You can actually lose your mind trying to investigate Mount Shasta because you get to one story, leads into another story, which leads into another story. So it's never ending. And there are people out there that have broke those stories down. But we want to take that information that they shared and even take it a little bit farther. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to break into all the stuff that a lot of people have done some fantastic research, and we're kind of piggyback off of that. But we're 20, 30 minutes away?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
So 45 minutes, we could be there. So we're going to take a lot of the research that these very brilliant people have done and go up there and test it.
Yeah.
Walk around out there.
And what does that have to do with paranormal? Everything.
Absolutely.
Because we did our investigation in the Pluto caves to see if we could make contact with the Lemurians or.
Oh man, well that was what it started. It started off as, okay, we're going to go to Lemurians. And what are the Lemurians, right? And then we go through this whole thing and check out the video on Pluto Caves because it explains it. We don't have time to really get super detail, obviously, because this is going to end up being probably 7, 8, 15, 25 videos. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a lot of videos. So, I mean, and you have cryptids, Bigfoot, aliens, all that good stuff.
Oh,
And
man.
it's all related to the paranormal in the bigger scheme of things. So, yeah, we want to kind of get into a little bit of that.
So how many mysterious or paranormal related subject matters do we have going on here? Just like off the top of our heads, what do we think? I mean, we've got paperwork all over the place with it, but what do we think is like the main?
Well, if we're taking some of the information that we have learned from other podcasters, which is important because that's how we network and learn things. And he's got 13 videos off of Mount Shasta, so you could easily have another 13 videos off that information because it's interconnected with different states, different belief systems, different cultures. I mean, you could spin off this so many ways, and yeah.
So you've got the history of the region itself, right? So you got gold mining happening there, big mountains with the draw of people.
Yeah.
So you've got kind of like the history of paranormal from that.
Yeah.
Right. Boomtown.
Yep.
Okay. Then you've got the paranormal history or the paranormal instances of all the kind of Bigfoot, giants, little people.
Yep.
Which could be either Native American, could be alien, could be Sasquatch,
could be biblical,
could be connected to biblical, as we'll kind of get into at some point. And then you also have that ascended master spiritual awakening movement of people that's like 8 or 9 different people started different things, going all the way back to like, was it the Rosicrucians? I'm saying it wrong.
Rosicrucians, yes.
But it goes all the way back to like Knights Templar and the Knights of the Round Table, everything that's just crazy. So
yeah, it's very interesting. It's definitely a journey. So so we're going to touch on some of those topics, I hope. That's our plan.
So where do we decide to start? We decided to start with Bigfoot, I guess, just because.
So we're from Northern California, and we do have one of the main hubs of Bigfoot hobbyists or Bigfoot
there's
believers.
There's a Bigfoot museum.
Yeah.
Here.
So that would be Willow Creek, California, which is just west of us, about 2 hours. So, and there have been a lot of
2 hours.
Yeah, well, Eureka's 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize it was that far. It doesn't seem like it because it's kind of a nice drive.
It's because we drive it all the time to put out fire.
We're always up there. So that's going to be like between where we're at and the coast.
Yeah.
Right. And then Mount Shasta, where that is in relation to us, is just north 30 minutes.
Yeah. About 40
okay.
minutes. So, I mean, we're in Bigfoot country. So I don't know why we don't see more people around here snooping around, but I'm sure they're there. It's kind of hasn't really been our niche, but it is part of the paranormal. So we're going to take some of those roads next to just doing ghosts. But yeah, Willow Creek is a main hub for this area for a lot of Bigfoot sightings. Been a lot of Bigfoot sightings in Mount Shasta.
And McLeod?
McLeod.
So Mount Shasta, the mountain, and then you have the city of Mount Shasta, which sits at the base of the mountain. And then you have McLeod, which is another town that sits also at the base of the mountain, kind of on the other side, right? So, and there's a ski park. You have to drive towards McLeod to get to the ski park. So I don't know, how long ago was it we did the camping trip?
Yeah, that was last summer.
It was a few years ago. I think the kids were some of the kids were really little. So we decided to camp in McLeod. It's close by. It's easy. It was an experience because 100% I heard a Bigfoot audible yell, and it woke me up from a dead sleep. It was just me in the tent with a couple of the kids. I'm going to get into that story in detail at a later time, but we want to pull some stuff up here to show you guys.
Let's see if I can do that.
Some of what we have.
So this is Mount Shasta. right there. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful mountain. It used to be it is a volcano. Not used to be. It still is a not very active volcano, but it doesn't mean it can't become active anytime soon because it's been a while since it erupted. Last one was the last volcano that erupted. So, yeah, it's been a little while.
Yes.
I don't know what I was going to say after that.
Well, I'm trying to think of what that lake is that in that picture.
I don't want to say it's Clear Lake. It's not. Couldn't be Lake Shastina. Yeah, there's a lot of little lakes around Mount Shasta. So
I believe it's I think they might just call it Mirror Lake, to be honest with you. Hence the reason why there's a mirror image of the mountain. But
yeah,
that's probably one of the most famous views. That's like all the postcards, all the pamphlets, all that stuff. You go through the town, and that's what you see.
Let's see if I can pull up some more pictures.
So Mount Shasta pretty much has snow at the top of it year round. Trying to think of the elevation of Mount Shasta.
It's super high. It's like 5,000.
No, it's in like the 14,000s, I think.
Yeah, we get it's a place for hikers, a popular mountain for hikers to climb. And unfortunately, we lose people every year on that mountain because, it's majestic looking, it's huge. And I think people really, even the most experienced hikers, I'm going to go on a limb and say this, I don't hike, but maybe kind of take it for granted that it doesn't look as scary.
It's not a Mount Everest. It's not a K2. It's not like it's in a foreign country. It's not, Indonesia, whatever. So
it could look like a pretty innocent mountain to climb, but it's very dangerous and treacherous. And because of the altitude, you have to be prepared for altitude sickness, and you have to train to climb this mountain. That's how big it is. And you're only looking at half of it.
14,162 feet.
Yeah. So before it erupted, it was much bigger. There's actually two parts to Mount Shasta. And I just learned that last night. And I should know this stuff because I live here, but it wasn't really my thing. So yeah, you have to be prepared physically, mentally, emotionally to actually climb this mountain because we have lost a lot of climbers.
I think there's a draw too. There's like this kind of spiritual draw to Mount Shasta, and people get there, and just like you're saying, there is this they take it for granted because the town is right there.
Yeah.
It's all the access in the world. It's not like you're trekking out in the middle of nowhere for months to get to the mountain. It's a normal town.
Yeah.
So, but the town is very interesting, and there's a draw, and it's got a lot of different types of people from all sorts of different backgrounds there, and it definitely has this kind of religious feel to it.
So there is a picture of Mount Shasta. It gets a lot of cloud coverage. These are called lenticular clouds, and people believe the aliens land or function.
They believe that those lenticular clouds allow the spaceship to be hidden so they can access the portal within the mountain to transport them to and from what some people believe is the center of the mountain where they live, also known as Telos. And we're going to get into that with the different types of spiritualism movements there and alien movements. But they believe that hides the UFOs so that they can transfer themselves to and from the mountain to their spacecraft and then wherever they go from there.
Yeah. So these are the kind of topics we want to explore. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. We may even get back up there and do some more investigations.
Absolutely. I think we take some of these bigger topics and interesting things and take some drives and actually go see what we can see. Obviously, I'm not going to climb the mountain. I'm not a mountain climber. But we'll get up there and we'll check out some of these so-called sacred places. We've been to one, Pluto Caves. You can see the video, but there's a couple other there.
Yeah, so we kind of got sidetracked too. So we were talking about Bigfoot.
See, the mountain does that. That's the thing. This mountain sucks you into all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, you can. It's squirrel all over the place. Man. It's like 10 squirrels running around you. Going,
just talk about being there, and it just sucks us into this new vortex of whatever.
So let's get back to Bigfoot. So we are a hotspot for Bigfoot. Like I said, Willow Creek being the hottest spot. And we were camping in McLeod, which is just on the other side of Mount Shasta, just north of Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
Just on the other side. It's beautiful. If you ever get time to go up there to camp, I highly recommend it. If you like to fish, this is the place for you. So I didn't get to stay the night there because we acquired my third grandchild, and she was a newborn.
Yeah.
And I did not know that it was going to be so cold. So we would drive back and forth every day. And so she didn't have to sleep overnight there. So it was it the first day or the second?
It was the
day?
second.
Okay, the second day I actually had packed up and went back home with the baby. And yeah, that's it.
You took both the girls home with you, so it's just me and John.
No, you had Bean.
Oh, did I have Robin?
You had Bean. She wanted to stay. Yeah, she's our trooper.
So like I said, I was woken up, and it's a very distinct sound that I have yet to be able to find that sound. I have dug through the bowels of the internet and all of that, and at some point I just kind of gave up and said, you know, I'm not going to find it. Someday when I hear it, I'll hear it, right? We were doing some research last night. We're going to show you this website for some stuff, and we'll zoom in and kind of show you on the map where I heard this. So yeah, I looked at both of them. The classic map to me seemed to be the easiest one to kind of like look through.
Let's get rid of that
So
screen.
all of those little red dots, obviously this is the continental United States. All those little red dots are people that have reported on this system. And I've kind of checked all over the map, and they go all the way back to like the 60s, where people have updated information on here. But as we scroll in there, you can kind of see where it says Redding.
So this is where we live. We live in Shasta Lake, that sits right on the edge of Redding.
Our town's not big enough to have its own name on the map, so we got to use the big town next door. But as you scroll into Redding there.
Oh, there. Yeah, because we had a sighting by our house.
But that's, well, yeah, actually between our house and the lake.
So this is where we live, Shasta Lake right here. Here's Redding. We live it's still connected, so I don't know why they just don't call it all Redding. But anyway, it's Shasta County.
And you can actually see, if you scroll in some more onto Shasta Lake, that's actually telling you the lake, Shasta Lake.
Oh, yeah,
so
yes, it is, huh?
we live at the base of the lake, and where see the I-5 right there.
We're here. Right?
Where the cursor is, the yellow.
I don't know if they can see the cursor, can
they? I don't know. Well,
Shasta Lake. Can you see my finger?
You can see Shasta Lake there, and above it you see the little I-5 symbol, and then you see the little yellow marker for a Bigfoot marker. That is in the town of Mountain Gate area, which is literally
3 miles, 2 miles,
3 miles from our house. And in 2013, I believe, there was a sighting there, and it was a legitimate sighting with a description talking about, reddish brown, large, looked at them, ran off type of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not too far from Mount Shasta where we're at. So we can kind of scroll up towards there's Point McLeod, Lakehead. Yep, keep going.
So
there's
now we're getting
Sims.
all the way up into the very north of Northern California.
So here's Dunsmuir area. You can see that white area there to kind of like bottom left side of your screen. That's Castle Crag State Park. That's actually a lot of myth and mysterious paranormal stuff around there. That's very like rock outcroppings. A lot of history in Dunsmuir.
And there is a location there that we're going to investigate. It's Sims Campground that we've already been there before, and there's a lot of energy in that campground. Just walking through there was.
And you can see off to the right here. There's McLeod right at the base. The word McLeod. So there you go.
Right there.
So there was a sighting reported there. So that's where we were camping. You can see the giant mountain there, the top left of the screen. And then directly below that down there, you can see McLeod where that kind of teal marker is for Bigfoot. So that's where we were camping. There was a lot of activity going on that summer because the town of Weed is just north of the mountain there, and there's a mill there that was burning and on fire, and it caused a
fire here too.
Vegetation fire, and there was a bunch of other stuff happening. But before the night before that fire actually started, was when I heard that sound, and I have yet to heard anything like it until last night. So last night, Brenda, we were doing some research on this, and I was watching some videos and pulled it up, and was just watching this, and I heard it, and it's like, yep, that's what it sounded like. But I remember it being a little bit more ear piercing And obviously I was living the moment. It was louder, closer to me, and it was like, wow, scared me. I didn't, move or jump out or grab the kids or run to the car or anything. I just stayed in the tent and just listened to it. And it's like, well, I'm just going to hear it.
Yeah, and I think the campground guy said it was cows.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. I'll get into the story in detail when we actually get into it. But
so these Sasquatch screams, per se, so to speak, are from Arizona. This is during a Arizona snowstorm, and this is from a group called Rocky Mountain Sasquatch.
Yeah, this isn't from the same area. It's just this is the only one that I've heard that sounds exactly, 98% for what I heard.
Right. Okay, here we go.
During a rare Arizona snowstorm last night in the White River area, a woman named Rose recorded this drive just above Roberts Ranch in the flat area. She was sticking her phone out the window, recording the snow and traffic, and then captured these eerie Bigfoot-like vocalizations. This part of Arizona is known for a history of Bigfoot sightings, especially north of here, near the Mogollon Rim. Some people stated that they saw something cross the road in that area that they could not identify.
So that would be it.
Yeah, that sound. So what I heard was that sound just drawn out a little bit more, just a little bit longer drawn out, and it was more kind of like more pitch to it.
Yeah,
that's the closest I could describe it. And it was like that, but I must have heard probably 6 or 7 of those in a row vocalizations. And yeah, there's no way that was a cow.
Yeah, so it makes me glad that I wasn't there because I probably ran away.
It was freaky. The kids didn't wake up. I did. I don't know what time it was, but it was super dark outside and it was early. And I knew instantly. It's weird. Like, I've never paid attention. Like, oh, Bigfoot's out there. Never really thought about it, right? But as soon as I heard that, the second I heard that, I was like, yep, that's Bigfoot.
Yeah. No
question. And yeah, I'm a believer.
I have not had any Bigfoot experiences, so I can't even speak to this.
I don't know. It kind of would.
Unless you want to talk about John, he's like Bigfoot.
It kind of would be fun to go out there and try to do some research to see if we can capture one or find one, but then I don't think they want to be captured, and I don't know what would happen if I accidentally caught them on film.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, and you wonder why people haven't caught one, but maybe there's more to it than that.
There's so much mystery surrounding Mount Shasta that I don't know if I'd wander off into the Mount Shasta wilderness looking for one, but maybe Willow Creek or some of the places along the coast.
Yeah.
I might go off into the wilderness to see what I could find.
Yeah.
But I mean, people just disappear for no reason in Mount Shasta, so maybe I won't put myself in that.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot of missing people in Mount Shasta. So, but we'll get into those topics because all these stories are very intertwined. Like I said, if you start out wanting to do one little mystery or folklore or whatever of Mount Shasta, it is going to start intertwining and unravel in ways that you never expected it to unravel. So
I mean, I don't know, maybe we can kind of wrap this up with just some, what do they call it? Nail biters or
nail biters? I don't know if this is nail biting, but okay.
Information to hang on, right? To bring you back for the next episode. So Mount Shasta is so crazy that, I mean, you've got the obvious stuff, but we found a potential tie to Polynesian and Hawaiian natives.
Yeah.
In Mount Shasta.
Yeah. So who would have thunk?
And I'm not talking about people that like immigrated there. I'm talking about like legends.
Yeah.
Where they think that the continent or the island of Hawaii was part of a bigger continent.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just kind of leave that there and open that up.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just wanted to jump on here and kind of show our faces again since it's been a while. I don't think we've dropped the podcast for about 4 months. I didn't realize it was that long. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. So yeah. So we got some stuff coming. Go check out our new video, our new investigation, that Ghost of the American Legion, on our YouTube channel. And we actually spent all morning we're using StreamYard. That's our platform that we podcast on. And they have a lot of new features that we haven't even really looked at. So that's kind of what we spent our morning doing.
You got like that click thing or whatever you were doing?
I don't know. I can't find it now. You got to be really good at this.
media.
I tried that, yeah, but it was like, yeah, I couldn't find the new stuff I was doing. I don't know.
Oh, right there. Go down. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh look, see what I can do?
Yep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We went through all that trouble to figure out how to put that button up there. At least you could do is click a button you see all the time.
Yeah, so yeah, go like, subscribe, share, and come have fun with us.
Tell people how dumb we are. Come watch us. Whether it'll be some interesting information, and we want you to comment. Please comment on stuff so that we can make sure that we're getting out there to people. If you don't like me, comment and tell me you don't like me. If you want to see more or you want to contribute to the conversation, please.
And we would
We
like
encourage
to
that.
put more people on here that are knowledgeable about Bigfoot, have had their own experiences, whether you've seen one, heard stories of them, whatever area you live in. Get a hold of us. Our webpage is www.paranormaltriage.com. You can find all our contact information on there. So, or even just shoot us a text, or a message. So if you guys want to be on the show, we got spots. We got spots.
Absolutely.
We got spots.
I think we got a banner for that, don't we?
Dude, I don't know. We got stuff. We have stuff now.
Yeah,
Let's
click
see.
on that. Click on show.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Oh, woo.
Yeah, I think it's going to go away in about 20 seconds.
See, we're so evolved.
We're
on
kind
the
of
internet
nerding out
now.
on this stuff that everyone else has figured out in life, but we haven't. So
It's okay.
come be part of our journey with us.
I've always been a late bloomer, so I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So, anyway, all right. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks to the 4 watchers that are here, and like I said, like, subscribe. I can't even say that word. Subscribe,
Like,
share,
subscribe,
and
smash the bell, whatever everybody says. I don't know. Just
whatever that stuff is.
the biggest
just do
thing
it.
to me is comment.
Yeah.
Just make some comments and tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. And that's all I care about.
Yeah. Without your engagement, it's really hard to move forward because we want to know what you think. And,
I'm
what
just
you wanna
talking to
share.
a screen at this point. Comment so I know I'm talking to
hey,
people.
I'm not just a screen.
I'm talking about over
Oh,
there.
that screen. Okay. All right. Okay. That's it. I guess we're good. We're out of here.
Sure.
Toodles.
All right. Bye.